Good night, ladies and gentlemen. It's kind of late here on the East Coast. I didn't sleep much because I've been working all day, but I couldn't really miss the opportunity for this once in a lifetime generational hate watch. Mexico will most certainly be eliminated today. Yes, they will. And this is what I have to say. You know, if you are a Mexican American L3 fan, if you are a Mexican American L3 fan, us U.S. men's national team fans welcome you with open arms. Become a U.S. men's national team fan because Mexico's been stinking it up. They've been terrible. They've been horrible. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing here? So let me see. Take too much Taco Bell. He's in the I don't eat Taco Bell. I did eat a lot of black beans today though, but good, clean, healthy black beans. What time does the fight? What fight? It's not a fight. It's Mexico versus Honduras for the CONCACAF Nations League. Mexico actually lost the first game 2-0 away in Honduras, and they do have away goals, which means that since there are away goals, it means that if Honduras scores one goal, just one single goal, Mexico needs four. One second, everyone. And Adam might be joining us at some point today for this legendary live hate watch. Tack, do you have a Honduras jersey? Actually, I might. Give me a second here. Don't go anywhere, okay? I might actually have a Honduras jersey. Give me a second. No, I don't have a Honduras. It's El Salvador that I have. I have an El Salvador jersey, but they're all blue. They're all blue. So I get them confused, right? I pretty much think every team that's blue is Honduras or El Salvador, right? I thought Chelsea was Honduras multiple times. It happened to me many times. But I have El Salvador. I have El Salvador, but that's not enough. But yeah, today we are all Honduras. And why do they have Edson Alvarez on the left wing? What is wrong with FootMob? What is wrong with FootMob? Okay, and this is a good question here from Ghost Card 21, and I want to hear it from y'all too. I should not be the only one to answer this question here from Ghost Card 21. What's your score prediction? Can Mexico recover? Look, this is a tricky one, right? And I was actually talking to Pete about this, about Mexico with Honduras. I was talking to Pete about it, and here was what I asked him, and he pretty much agreed with me in the sense of Honduras needs one goal to advance today. If Honduras scores one goal, Mexico needs to score four. And guess what? This Mexican side, I find it very unlikely that Mexico will score four goals today. Just look. Let's go to Mexico's last few games. 2-0 loss to Honduras, 2-0 win against that United States B team, 0-0 with Canada. Before that, Mexico defeated New Zealand 3-0, terrible team. And then obviously it was the Copa America. So if you put that into perspective, they scored 3 goals here and then 2 against the U.S. They scored 5 goals in the past 4 games. But out of those 4 games, Mexico got held scoreless in 2 of them. I expect Mexico to beat Honduras today, but I'm going to say my prediction is going to be Mexico 2-1. I think Mexico will win 2-1, and they're not going to go through. That's what I think will happen. Everyone else, let me know your predictions. Tom thinks Mexico's going to get a 3-0 win. Carlos thinks I am jinxing and Mexico will advance. The tactical jinx is a lie. It's a myth. It's a big fat lie. There's no such thing as a tactical jinx. Reinaldo Rueda is in charge of Honduras. Am I going to SoFi? I will not be going to SoFi. I'm going to have to cover the U.S. men's national team games on YouTube. And also SoFi is all the way on the other side of the country. I live in Florida. California is kind of far. I went to California last summer and actually love going to California. I know people like to shit on California a lot these days, but I kind of enjoyed going to California. I like California. Maybe I wouldn't live in California, but I think it's a great place to visit. Just saying. Okay, just saying. President Chip saying, "Let's see what the refs do this time. This time, last time it's like 100 minutes of extra time. I want Mexico to win, so we faced them and beat them, and shush their fan base." I mean, look, the way I see it too is if Mexico doesn't win and they keep losing, we could end up converting a lot of Mexican Americans to become U.S. men's national team fans. I don't know if you guys agree with this, right? But um, look, it's hard for me to root for Mexico. Obviously, I love trolling and bantering against them, but I'm not going to root for our rivals. That's just not me. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Okay. Good luck, Mexico. But this is supposed to be a legendary live hate watch along. This is the hate watch session. So welcome. Welcome. If you're here today, you're probably hate watching too. And the game has just started. Mexico versus Honduras. Honduras wearing white. No, is Mexico wearing white? Well, not white, but like lighter colors. And Honduras is wearing black, the dark colors. Mexico versus Honduras. 2-0 Honduras right now, so far in aggregate. And I'm going to put the timer on screen, but it's going to be such a good hate watch, such a good way hate watch. So I'm right now at 30 seconds. So today I'm in the future, 30 seconds. They're saying, why can't I see it on Paramount Plus? I don't know. I have it on Univision. I have it on Univision right now. Univision right now. Anybody watching the Brazil game? I was following along. 1-1 Brazil and Uruguay. Brazil in deep crisis. Deep crisis. And you know what? Me and Dustin, you guys know Dustin, right? The producer of the channel. We might have a surprise for y'all soon. We might start covering Brazil in English, but not at Tactical Manager TV. We're going to start covering Brazil in English in another channel. So if you care about Brazilian soccer or Brazilian football or futebol brasileiro, probably going to have a channel ready for that very soon. But everyone, if you just tuned in, make sure to drop a like if you haven't already. Thank you very much. If you have already, smash like button. Mexico being completely ball dominant here in the first minute of the game. Obviously, Edson Alvarez. Oh, he hit the post. What a freaking shot from Edson Alvarez from distance. What was that freaking rocket right there? He just blasted that shit on the post. That would have been a banger, like the goal Tyler Adams scored against Mexico. So Edson Alvarez was just doing his best Tyler Adams impersonation right there. What a beautiful shot, but he hit the post. Less than 2 minutes in. That was close. That was very close. Carlos saying, "Tack, I'll go to SoFi. I'll send you some freaky pictures." Don't worry. Don't pull a Spicy Jeff. Where is Spicy Jeff, by the way? He's busy. Spicy Jeff is busy right now. What do you guys think Spicy Jeff is doing right now? What do you guys think he's doing right now? Calvin Jones is saying you're in Australia. That's far. What time is it in Australia right now? By the way, I'm going to be traveling this week. So I'm going to be out for 2 weeks. So no USMNT abroad for two Mondays, but we're going to have a lot of episodes. I recorded with Herc, and we have some really good episodes with Herc coming up. And here comes Mexico. Honduras will just defend for their lives the whole game. Not the best strategy, right? You can definitely punish Mexico and don't have to bunker that deep, but I get it. Another long shot for Mexico. Saved by the Honduras goalkeeper. Saved by the Honduras goalkeeper here. So Mexico are just going to go full-on Brexit ball, long shots. Oh, actually, the ball that Edson Alvarez hit the post, it was going in. The goalkeeper fingered the ball. He fingered the ball. He fingered the ball. Sorry, I just had to do it. I mean, what else was I going to do? Yeah, man, look, tonight I'm going to need to get some good sleep. I'm going to have to get some good sleep tonight. Didn't sleep much last night, working on the videos, recording with Herc. If I don't get my beauty sleep, people are going to stop calling me the USMNT Tom Cruise. They're going to stop calling me the USMNT Tom Cruise. But again, better looking than Tom Cruise and taller than Tom Cruise. Actually, one of those things that I said is a lie. One of them. He fingered the ball. That's what the goalkeeper did. He fingered the ball. If you go watch the play again, there was a nice shot and he fingered the ball. And then once he fingered the ball, it hit the post. That's quite literally what happened. That's quite literally what happened. And fingering the ball in a soccer game is totally legal. You can finger the ball all you want. As long as you're a goalkeeper, you can finger the ball all you want. Okay, that's a free kick for Mexico here. 4 minutes and Mexico clearly taking the initiative here. And Honduras, this is going to be the game, man. It's going to be Mexico freaking pressing the living crap out of Honduras. Honduras defending for their lives and trying to hit Mexico in transition. But the way Honduras is set up and how deep they're sitting, I just don't see how they're going to hit Mexico in transition this way. Well, people are trying to cancel Pulisic. Poor guy. All he wanted to do is dance. He just wanted to dance. You guys got to understand, everyone's judging Christian Pulisic a bit too much about his Trump dance that he did yesterday. Pulisic can't dance. And you got to understand, if you can't dance, Donald Trump's dance is one of the easiest dances you can do. If Donald Trump can pull those dance moves, anyone can pull those dance moves. The guy's like 80 years old and overweight. If he can pull those dance moves, anyone can do it. And Christian Pulisic's not really a good dancer. So he saw Donald Trump's dance and he's just like, hey, that's something I can do. Those are some moves I can pull. And he actually did it poorly. He didn't do it very well. I was kind of shocked to see that an 80-year-old obese, I think he's considered obese like Donald Trump, was able to dance better than Christian Pulisic. I thought Pulisic was going to pull nicer moves with it and kind of like change it. But it's not that Pulisic really wanted to do that dance. It's just that he's a really bad dancer. He's not good, right? It's not like the Brazilian players that can actually dance. Seriously, that's what I think. That's what I think it was. That's just my take on it. That's my opinion. And I also think people made too much of a big deal out of it. And here comes Mexico with Raul, Orbelin Pineda back. Oh, shot over. Nope, that's a goal kick or corner. Corner for Mexico. Corner for Mexico. Corner kick here for Mexico. Okay, so ball delivered. Try to get a header, Edson Alvarez, but Honduras will hit. And again, like I said, Honduras sitting super deep, and they're just gonna have to like. It's pretty much the kick and run tactics right now. They're saying Santos, Neymar for Santos or Miami. I think Neymar is most likely to go to Santos, from what I'm hearing. Santos is looking more likely. Aaron Long's big stick. Is Aaron Long still playing professionally? Does anyone know? Oh, bad pass there from Mexico. Here's the thing for Mexico. The clock is ticking. What minute am I on? I am exactly synchronized with the minute on screen today. So 7:35, 7:36, 7:37. Exactly what you're seeing on screen today, I am synchronized today. JJP saying, why do I need 20 different subscriptions to watch these Nations League games? Well, because it's CONCACAF, right? Why would they make our life easy, right? Why would CONCACAF make our lives easier? They just don't do it. That's not what CONCACAF does. Never underestimate CONCACAF to screw you over. The fans say something to CONCACAF, right? We beg them to do something. We're like, can you please help us with this? And you know what CONCACAF does? As soon as we beg them for anything, they show us the finger, they shove it up our asses, and they twist it. That's what CONCACAF normally does. And it's because of comments like that. Oh, saved. What a shot by Alexi Vega. Nice shot, saved by the Honduran goalkeeper. Good first touch, good finish, saved by the goalkeeper. It's because of comments like that that I really struggle to get sponsorships. And that's why Tactical Manager TV is on the verge of bankruptcy like every other month. We've been on the verge of bankruptcy every other month for the past 4 years. Edson Alvarez from long range deflected another corner for Mexico. We're always on the verge of bankruptcy, right? We're essentially like the US government. Too much debt. We can't pay it. Well, we could pay if we could print the money. But Mexico again. Shot goes in, cleared again by the defender from the Honduras defender. Is Honduras really just going to try to play like this the whole game? Are they really just going to try to do it this way? Atao is saying, are we seeded first or second? We don't know yet. They haven't really released the other CONCACAF rankings. I think they're still going to update it. Jesse, good question there. What made you start making videos? During COVID, so me and Dustin's the channel producer, we were just talking during COVID about starting a YouTube channel, right? Dustin lives abroad, so he likes to work remotely. Um, I like to talk a lot and I like to talk about soccer. So we started, and we even started in the beginning wanting to do a lot of like South American content in English. And we didn't really think there was a US market at all for USMNT. But then we made a video here and there about the US men's national team and it started to gain traction. Like, well, might as well cover it. But we started to make videos because I was really bored. Me and Dustin were really, really bored during COVID, and just trying to find things to do, right? I was working at the time. I had my company that is an after school soccer company, and it got closed during COVID. And I was also working with Orlando City, opening their first soccer school in Orlando. And I was the head coach, and that had to be shut down too with COVID. So I guess it's just like being really bored was probably the main thing. Obsession with soccer and being really bored. It was a mix of two things. Mostly an accident, just to be honest. It was more of a passion project, so it's mostly an accident, right? So we're not like the CBS guys or like the guys that do it just like that get paid for it. We actually, I think we didn't make money with Tactical Manager TV for a long time, for at least 6 months working. And then even so, when you make money on YouTube, the first few months on YouTube, you make like $70. I'm not joking. You literally do in the first few. You make like $70. Are you a UNC? What is a UNC? You guys have used that. Isn't like uncle? Can someone explain again what is UNC? As far as I know, UNC is University of North Carolina. Okay, Mexico again. Oh, good one too. Vega with the cross, no one's there to finish, and Honduras able to clear it. Edson Alvarez. Oh, handball. Hits another long shot, and that'll be a handball. So Honduras ball. 11 minutes, still 0-0, but complete and utter um, dominance from Mexico so far. So they're saying, are you in UNC? So you mean if I'm just an uncle? Am I an uncle? Yeah, I'm an uncle. Yeah, I mean, all you would need to be an uncle is a nephew, right? You need one of your cousins or your sister um, to have a child, right? I have cousins that have kids. So I guess I'm an uncle. I'm old. Guys, I'm definitely not old. Definitely not old. Okay, Mexico in possession. Vega protects it. Still has the ball. Good fight there from Honduras. But again, okay, Honduras finally gets the possession. Can they do something with it? Ball through the middle. Well, it's kind of hard to attack when you only bring up two players up top. Like by two players up top, I mean like literally just two players going to attack. Was I there when Pele won the World Cup? No, I wasn't. I wasn't. My dad was barely there. My dad was like born around that time when Pele was winning, I think, his last World Cup. Guys, I'm not old. I literally play Pokemon and Zelda to this day. I literally still play Pokemon and Zelda. I'm not old. And I run every day, go to the gym every day. I'm definitely not old. Old people don't do that, right? Old people just sit by the porch, yell at the kids that walk by, just do like things that old people do and just sit down and wait till they die. That's what old people do. I'm not doing that. Uncles play no, they don't, dude. Uncles don't play Nintendo. No, they don't. Okay, that'll be a throw in for Mexico. 14 minutes. The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. Okay, guys. Definitely not old. Definitely not. You guys should go attack Pete. Go call Pete old. Not me. Not me. But yeah, if you guys kindly could smash the like button, I would truly appreciate it. I don't know how many likes we have in the stream so far, but the more we get, the more likes we get, the more. So we've had 500 people here in the chat, and we have 100 likes. Can we literally just get to 200? Okay, if we get to 250, I will do commentary in Portuguese for this game, Brazilian Portuguese. If we get to 250, okay. The casual guy said, "I'm 29." Yeah, we're around the same age, 29. We're getting old. No, we're not getting old, dude. We're not getting old. I play soccer with guys that are 20, 21. I run more than them. I run more than them. We're not getting old. I'm in better shape than most 18, 19, 20-year-olds, okay? No, I'm not getting old. How many likes to do Thai? I don't know how to speak Thai. I don't know how to speak Thai. I should probably learn, though. 179 likes. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, here comes Mexico. Ball goes long. Nope. Honduras recovers possession here. 15 minutes and 50 seconds. Honduras tries to go long. They really can't do anything today, can they, Honduras? It's what I told you before the stream. What happens here is if Honduras gets one goal, it's Jover. It's Jover. It's so over. Hank Hill. How you doing, Hank? How you doing, Hank? Here's the thing. Like, everyone in the chat, tell us how old you are. Put in the chat how old you are. I am pretty sure I'm younger than most of y'all. I am pretty sure. They're saying that knee is like 80, though. No, yeah, I did have 3 knee surgeries. That is true. So the fact that I've had 3 knee surgeries and I'm still in better shape than most 20-year-olds, it just proves to you that I'm not old. Okay, 42. So we got 32, 30. See, a lot of them are older than me. 32 is older than me. 37 is older than me. 42 is older than me. 65, 69. Nice. See, 52. I see a lot of people older than me. 32 is older than me. We have a guy that's 100 years old in the chat. That guy's definitely older than me. Also, if you're 100, you're probably close to dying. Or hear me out. If you're 100, you're very close to getting challenged by Jake Paul. Got that? You're not considered old until Jake Paul challenges you to a fight. And here comes Honduras. Palma. Nope, that's going to be a goal kick from Mexico. 17 minutes and 30 seconds. Honduras has been improving a little bit in the game, right? They hit a long shot where they finally hit a shot on target. That's my point. They finally hit a shot on target. They haven't been great, but they look better. But again, Honduras just needs that one goal. They get one goal. Mexico needs 4. Cross goes in. Ooh, who missed the header? Was that Vega? That was Vega, wasn't it? Yep, he missed the header. It's funny that Mexico benched Ochoa, right? He started last game, but now this game they started Malagon. They started Malagon. Another long shot from Edson Alvarez off target. Still 0-0. 0-0. Still 0-0. Sorry, I missed the chat here a little bit. They're saying Mexico national team is on fraud watch. They're not on fraud watch. They're definitely not on fraud watch. They are frauds already. They're on like it's official. That ship has sailed a long, long time ago. Long, long time ago. They're not on fraud watch anymore. They used to be on fraud watch like 2 years ago. I'm telling you all, after this game, I'm going to sleep like a baby. I slept like probably 5 hours tonight. Recorded with Herc today. Great episode. You guys are going to love it. Recorded with Adam. Going to be another good episode. You guys are going to love it very much. Eric Saul, he's saying, o português de Portugal é melhor que do Brasil. Do Spanish commentary. My Spanish sucks, man. I'm not good at Spanish. And the Portuguese from Portugal, that's what he said, is better than the Brazilian Portuguese. It's not. The Portuguese from Brazil just has aura. It's just better. The Portuguese from Brazil is just better. It's like the Portuguese from Portugal feels like you have something up your nose. So yeah, doesn't really have aura. Did you see the Brazil game, Joshua? I saw parts of the Brazil game. I didn't watch the whole thing because I was recording with Adam also the video that we're gonna release in a day or two. So yeah, I didn't really. Okay, Mexico. Ooh, they missed another opportunity. Who is number 23? Who's number 23 for Mexico? That was Gallardo. That was Jesus Gallardo. Dude, Jesus Gallardo's 30 years old already. He's old for a soccer player. 30 is not old. What a bizarre shot. And then Raul Jimenez, I think, no, not Raul. I think Charlie Rodriguez tried to save him by heading that horrible shot. Luis Romo, poor pass, and Honduras recovers it. Okay. Oh, Palma. Oh, that's a card. Give Cesar Montes a card. Dirty, dirty, nasty player. That was Cesar Montes, wasn't it? Actually, no, that wasn't Cesar Montes. Was it Huescas? Who got a card there? Huescas or Cesar Montes? Well, Cesar Montes was the one that grabbed him, so it should have been Cesar Montes getting a card. I'm assuming it was him. And how many is Brazil on fraud watch? Brazil will be fine. Brazil will be fine. You made a video with Herc Gomez? Yeah, I recorded 2 videos with Herc Gomez today. They're gonna be out next week, probably on Monday and Wednesday, or Monday and Thursday. Pretty good videos, very good. Herc's always a great guest, right? I don't have to speak on behalf of that. You guys know how good of a guest Herc is, and he was great once again. It's a really, really good episode. 2 episodes actually, really, really good episodes. And 209 likes. So once we hit 250, I'll do some Portuguese commentary. Mexico 0, Honduras 0. Friend of the channel, Herc. Here comes Mexico. Ball out wide. Edson Alvarez switches the play. Cesar Montes. Raul Jimenez, Cesar Montes. Mexico, you're going to have to score a goal here. You're going to put me to sleep. Don't put me to sleep. I should have had more coffee. But you guys know that me and coffee, when I drink too much coffee, shit happens. Literally happens. Mexico in possession here. Ball through out wide. That's Jesus Gallardo. 1-on-1 for Gallardo. Cuts inside. Tries a 1-2. That terrible 1-2. Mexico, and now he's kind of stuck down near the corner flag, and Honduras will recover it. Nope, Mexico still has it. Jesus Gallardo. Down the left, Charlie Rodriguez. That's a free kick for Mexico. Near the corner here, Mexico probably send in a cross. 23 minutes into the game, still 0-0. Try to get an interview with Casey Keller. I asked Herc about Casey Keller. It seems like he's doing better. Seems like he's doing better. By the way, who in the chat right now is an L3 fan? Who in the chat is an L3 fan? Henry is saying, I'm new to soccer. Is the United States better than Mexico right now? Yes, we are, Henry. We did lose to Mexico the last game, but we were missing like 15 players. And if you look back from 2020 beyond, we played Mexico, I believe, 5 times, and we won pretty much all of them. We just tied Mexico away 0-0 in World Cup qualifying a few years back, and we lost them now in a friendly. But in competitive games, we defeated them in multiple finals. We are better than Mexico right now. Yes, we are. But historically, Mexico has been better than the United States. Mexico right now has a terrible generation, to be fair. They used to have incredible players. Not so long ago, they had Rafa Marquez, Chicharito was still playing. Guardado and Hector Herrera in their prime were also really good players. But Mexico's downfall was pretty bad. Pretty freaking bad. Edson Alvarez. So, yeah, we're better. So we do have some L3 fans. So Greg Turd Halder saying Tack and Pete had more simultaneous viewers than In Soccer We Trust and Lala's live stream after the game last night. Yeah, so we do talk about data, obviously, because we have to bring that up when sponsors ask us, even though as soon as sponsors watch one stream from Tactical Manager TV, after like 2 sex jokes, they're like, I'm not sponsoring this guy anymore. He's too horny right there. I was like, I'm not horny. I just like making sex jokes because they're funny. They're also very easy to make. But we had actually, if you add In Soccer We Trust, Alexi Lalas, and Men in Blazers all combined, we had more simultaneous viewers than all of them combined. We're putting huge numbers. We're putting really big numbers. So it was pretty good to see. And it's all thanks to you guys. Seriously, from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you. I don't know why you guys deal with us, though. I just don't understand. Oh, here comes Mexico. Honduras is able to clear it. 26 minutes, and it's still 0-0. Tom is saying the L3 fans will show up if they start winning. Yeah, they might be in the chat, though, and they might just be, like, patiently waiting. The thing is, for them to start winning, they actually need 2 goals. Like, 1 goal, they're still losing. 2 goals, and they tie it. And here comes Honduras. Okay, another yellow card for a Mexican player because he stopped Honduras in transition. Honduras has been having some moments in transition where they got so now due to that, Cesar Montes and Charlie Rodriguez, they have a yellow because they had to stop the opponent in transition. And Edson Alvarez should have had a yellow too. Irrelevant is saying who's better right now, Mexico or Canada? Canada. Canada is better than Mexico right now. Canada's a really good team, and they ran over Suriname. David is saying, High Tack, does the country you're about to travel have a better domestic league than MLS? I would say it's tricky. It's hard to know. It's not a league we watch much, but I do think they have a better youth development than MLS. Now, the league itself, I don't think it's better than MLS, but I don't know much about it, right? Klaus Carnes, the third, is saying this is a perfect Tuesday night. Mexico going down on aggregate, tactical manager streaming, and a football manager on the other monitor. Oh, what's your save? What are you playing right now? Football. It sucks that football manager, they kind of screwed up and they didn't release football manager 25. But I have 24 and I still play it when I have time. What's your save right now? What are you playing in football manager? Yeah, Greg's saying you guys, me and Pete, haven't switched up like the rest of these company, man. That's why you guys get more views. Well, it's what me and Pete were talking about yesterday. And the guys that do these streams, they know about it. They do it because they're getting paid, right? And obviously, we make money on YouTube, but trust me, we're definitely not making more money than those guys are getting paid by CBS, and it's more because we started this as a hobby. We just wanted to talk about soccer, and we're just sticking to it this way. We're just gonna stick to it this way. And let me see if I is it Japan? Yes, I'm going to Japan. You guys got it. I'll just say it. I'm going to Japan. Gonna go visit Tom Byer. Um, Gonna go catch some J League games, record some content there, compare the J League to Major League Soccer. That's something I've always wanted to do. Gonna make some content in Japan for y'all and get to know a country that had a lot of influence in my culture because I've watched a lot of anime. So I've always been a big fan of Japan, and it's been a dream of mine to go there. I talked to Tom Byer. You guys probably remember him. Played a massive role in youth development in Japan, American, and gonna be going there. Gonna be going to Japan. Hopefully I have a good time there. Dave Valensky saying, I remember when Honduras had a couple good teams and they qualified to the World Cup. What happened? Yeah, that was it 2010 that they went? 2014 did they? I think 2010. It's been a while, right? It's been a while. They had Palacios. Palacios played for Honduras. I think Figueroa also played for Honduras. Um, I don't know what happened to them. They had a good generation. Now they don't, right? Kind of like Costa Rica right now. Costa Rica had a golden generation. Then they're not that bad, right? They're not that bad, but Costa Rica is definitely worse than they were 10 years ago when they even made it to a World Cup quarterfinals. Brian Ruiz, Joe Campbell, that generation, their prime. Keylor Navas. Honduras had a great team. Mexico now again in at 30 minutes, man, and still 0-0. But I don't know what happened to Honduras. I'm not really an expert on Honduras football or soccer. So I don't really know what happened to them, why they got so much worse. T26 is saying this game is so chaotic. Yeah, there's a lot of intensity with it, very physical. And Mexico has to find a way to break this Honduras low block and not be exposed in transition. They were exposed twice already, which led to 2 yellow cards. This high line that Mexico's been playing, which they kind of have to if they're trying to press the living crap out of Honduras, it's leaving them very exposed there in the back. And here comes Mexico driving inside. And okay, they still have the ball. 31 minutes. Ball out wide. Jesus Gallardo. Cross goes in. Corner kick for Mexico. Corner kick for Mexico. Japan and Makwo is there. Yeah, so Makwo, I actually texted him. That mother liquor. And if you guys watch Makwo, you go curse him out on his channel. He is literally leaving not Mexico. He's literally leaving Japan one day before I arrive and going, I think, to Vietnam. And then when I leave, he gets back to Japan one day after. I'm pretty sure Maxwell just wanted to avoid me. Didn't want to be seen in public with me. No, Maxwell just didn't want to see me. He just didn't want to see me. But hey, I'm going to tell you guys, if you guys are a fan of Maxwell, me and Maxwell, we have something coming up next year. We have a project we're working on together. I'm going to be coaching a team, and Maxwell might be the assistant to the tactical manager. So we have a little project we're working on, me and Maxwell, very soon, which we can't announce it yet. It's going to be fun, and it's going to be big. It's going to be a very big project, a very good project. You guys are going to love it. Oh, here comes Maxwell. Jesus Gallardo crossing. That's going to be a corner. Corner. Mexico is suffocating right now, Honduras. Kevin's thinking Charlotte and Orlando fans be friends. Yeah, that's a fake MLS like rivalry. It's not a legitimate rivalry. Also, North Carolina, Charlotte to Orlando, it's so far. It's like 9 hours apart. There's no rivalry. I'm sorry, there just isn't. I've been to Charlotte a few times. I even went to a Charlotte game, their first home game, record-breaking game. I was there, Charlotte and LA Galaxy. Let's see. Let's see if I didn't miss anyone here in the chat. Am I going there to get Henri Chase? Well, Henri Chase will be in Germany. So no, I'm not meeting Henri Chase. Not meeting him, unfortunately. But I'd gladly go recruit Chase. Yeah. Mexico covers the ball. Vega out wide. Jesus Gallardo, very active. Jesus Gallardo is one of those players. He just sucks ass, man. But he's all over the well, not all over the place. He's always on the left. But he's very active, very hardworking. Maybe we can call him the Mexican Brendan Aronson. Be probably a good one for Jesus Gallardo. 34 minutes. 34 minutes. Which J League games are you going to? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I'm figuring that out with Tom. Still figuring that out. All right, ball goes out wide here for Mexico. Go in between 34 minutes and 30 seconds. Mexico, Mexico, Mexico. Lots of possession, no penetration. Which again, it's just masturbation. And again, that see, that's why sponsors don't stay with Tactical Manager TV. I should start being I should start censoring myself and become a sellout. Just sell out to any corporation. I should just start saying whatever they want me to say, stop making sex jokes, be politically correct always in the channel, and boom, all of a sudden I get a bunch of sponsors. All of a sudden you look at it, it's like Tactical Manager signed a deal with Red Bull, Nike. He's making $2 million a year. I should totally do that. Totally do that. It would be the smart thing to do. Midnight Man is saying, thoughts on Gio Reyna returning to training? My thoughts? About damn time, right? We never questioned Gio Reyna's talent. It's there. He's a very talented player. But we've questioned multiple times Gio Reyna's availability would be the word, right? Would be the availability. And he hasn't been available. That's the problem. It doesn't matter how good you are. If you're never available to play, it's 100% irrelevant, right? Just 100% irrelevant. But I'm happy that he's back. Hopefully there are no setbacks because we've seen that before, Midnight Man. We've seen that before where Gio Reyna comes back to training and we're like, oh, so his return is approaching. He's going to be back in 2 weeks. He's going to be back in 3 weeks. And then all of a sudden they're like, Gio Reyna has this mystery injury, right? He woke up at night to get water and he jammed his toe against the bed. And then now he's out for like 4 months because, that toe has to recover. Or he pulled his left gluteus or like his ass. So there's always something, right? Oh, here comes Mexico again. Vega back to Alvarez. Ooh, he missed the target. He missed the target. It was a wide open shot from Edson Alvarez from the edge of the box. And he couldn't hit the target. He was wide open. He tried to get it away from the goalkeeper a little bit too much. If there's one advice I can give to kids playing soccer these days, don't try to get the ball away from the goalkeeper that much. Aim at the goalkeeper. If you aim at the goalkeeper, you're most likely going to hit the target, and you're probably not going to hit the goalkeeper. It's my piece of advice right there. Well, yeah, but I'm happy for Gio. Hopefully there are no more setbacks, Midnight Man. Thank you very much, Midnight Man, for the super chat. Too, Zach is also saying, decided to go all out and buy the Nations League semifinals and finals tickets today. Gonna do a solo spring break trip from Tampa to LA. So you're in Tampa, Zach, just like me. You're in Tampa. I went to LA last summer. I had a good time in LA. It's a great city. I know people give it a lot of crap these days. And yeah, maybe I would struggle to live in LA. Mainly because I just can't afford to live in LA, probably. That would be the main reason. But it's a good city to visit. You're probably going to have a really good time. And dude, the taco trucks there, they have great taco. People get pissed off when I say this. I've been to Mexico City twice. I also went to Baja California, which is the Mexican side of California. The best tacos I've had, okay, the tacos in Mexico City were delicious. They were great. But the tacos from the LA food trucks were about the same level. Seriously, I kid you not. The tacos from the LA food trucks, those food trucks that are very dirty. I don't think they wash their hands. And that's what gives the food some extra flavor, right? The guy just goes there, he scratches his balls, he gets the taco, puts everything al pastor there and everything, gives it to you, and that gives it that extra flavor. But no, the taco trucks in LA, to me, they were as good as the tacos I had in Mexico City. And I had a lot of tacos in Mexico City, more than I can count, probably more than you can count. I had a lot of tacos in Mexico City. Um, and then, and so that's just my opinion. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure there's probably, um, I'm pretty sure there's probably a lot of people in the chat that are from California and can probably confirm or deny what I just said. But I've been to California. I lived in California as a kid for 3 years. I don't know if you guys know that. Triple R Media is saying, do you think Greg Berhalter and Bruce Arena kissed on the lips yesterday? I don't think they kissed on the lips, but they might have, maybe on the left cheek, the left butt cheek. No, I'm joking. On the left cheek. No, not on the lips. They didn't. They're married men. They wouldn't cheat on their wives. I mean, Berhalter would do other things to his wife, but he wouldn't cheat on her. Dave Valensky, according to South Park, Japan loves Big American Johnson. Who's Big American Johnson? Who's Big America? Who is that? I actually missed that South Park episode. I missed it. Um, Big America. I don't know who that is. I didn't watch the episode. Blah, blah, blah. Still 0-0. They're saying, um, oh, tack. Okay, what? Wait. What did I fall for here? What did I fall? Oh, okay, Dave. How the heck am I supposed to know that? No, seriously, how am I supposed to know what that means? Like, let me ask you guys one thing, because I'm always online, right? I'm always on X. I'm always online. I don't go on Instagram. Instagram sucks. It's terrible. It's a shitty app. I don't. We are on Instagram. You guys can follow us there, but I just don't like Instagram. But how am I supposed to know that? I'm on the internet. I'm on Twitter. I'm on YouTube. How am I supposed to know what the heck that means? Oh, Mexico scored. Raul. 1-0 Mexico. Raul Jimenez. Let's see if the goal stands. It seemed like a low cross, and then he just finished it. Yeah, but so Robert's saying he's 62 and he knows that. How? Is it because of Florida that I don't know? It's like, whatever. Um, Aaron Alexander is saying, gotta go to deep South Texas for the best tacos. I had them in Houston. I had them in San Antonio and Austin. They were really good too. Oh no, that goal stands. Did he score with his knee? It looked like Raul just scored with his knee. Just put that ball in the back of the net whatever way he could. Mexico won. Honduras 2. Honduras still up on aggregate 2-1. And remember, we do have away goals. Chin Pokemon episode makes fun of Pokemon. What? Chin Pokemon episode makes fun of Pokemon. Crazy. What Chin Pokemon episode? Okay, you guys are just gonna try to. No, they're saying Tack. It was pretty obvious. I don't know, man. Like, look, Big American Johnson. I know Japanese people. They love baseball. I don't know if there's a baseball player called Big Johnson. How? I don't watch Major League Baseball. I thought that was what he was referring to. They love Big American Johnson. I thought he was talking about possibly a baseball player called Big Johnson. But apparently there's no baseball player called Big Johnson. There should have been. That's a pretty cool like nickname for a baseball player, Big Johnson. And here comes Mexico. This could be number two. Raul sets up. Okay. Another long shot. No ball out wide. Honduras, you better not concede another goal this half. Don't concede another goal. If it's 2-0 in the first half for Mexico, it's over for Honduras. Mexico is going to destroy them in the second half. But so far, Honduras is definitely alive. I mean, they have the lead. They're not alive. They have the lead right now. Okay, long shot. That's a goal kick for Honduras. Goal kick for Honduras. The problem right now is that Honduras is only one goal ahead, right? Only one goal ahead. And the main issue with Honduras being only one goal ahead is that the ref will be able to help Mexico. They're going to give um they're just going to give Mexico like 20 minutes of added time. They're saying Ski Bum saying goes to show how socially unaware so many people on YouTube are. You got to understand that if you're making content on YouTube and you're also working like myself, you barely have a social life. I barely have a social life. The most amount of social time I have with people is when I'm exercising, like playing basketball or playing soccer. I don't really have a social life. I don't have time. Guys, who watches the USMNT Abroad episodes every Monday? You see that episode. If I can get that episode done over the weekend, do you really think I have time to do anything else over the weekend? Think about it for a second. How much work goes into that episode? I don't have time to do anything else over the weekend. Sometimes I don't shower the whole week. I'm joking. I shower every day. I shower every day. That I'm joking. Oh, Raul Jimenez, that finish. He finished with his shin. This dude, like, I am actually happy for Raul Jimenez. You know, I'm actually happy for him because that injury that he had to his head was scary as shit. The dude almost died, right? He almost died playing. And the fact that Raul has been able to come back, play in the Premier League, and right now he is probably the best player Mexico has alongside Edson Alvarez. He's one of the players from Mexico that I'm actually happy for. Tack, you socialize with Pete here on YouTube. Like me and Pete actually socialize with each other when he's driving to work or I'm driving to work. That's how we socialize. We call each other, we talk. That's how we socialize. Tom is saying, Uncle, it's a South Park episode. Also, Johnson equals. Okay, I got it. Well, I mean, now I know what Johnson means, but the heck, how the heck was I supposed to know that? Right? What's your regular job? So I don't have a regular job. I have a company that's an after-school soccer company in Central Florida. Well, I guess that's a job, right? That's my job. So I coach kids soccer. I used to work also at the Orlando City Soccer School. Maybe one day I'll go back to that if I have time. If I have time. And here comes Mexico. Cross goes in, cleared. Edson out. Okay, that'll do. End of the first half. End of the first half. United States 1, Honduras 0. Make a CONCACAF starting 11 from the top of my head. Okay, let's do a CONCACAF best 11, and you guys are going to help me in the chat. You guys are going to help me in the chat. Let's start with the goalkeeper. Okay. Goalkeeper in CONCACAF right now, probably Andre Blake. Probably go with Andre Blake. Left back. No, people are going to want to put Anthony Robinson, but I think for left back, we're going to have to go with Alfonso Davies as the left back, right? We're going to have to go. And look who's here, Adam. Perfect timing, Adam. He froze. Oh, he's here.
I'm here.
Want to help me with this one? CONCACAF starting 11 right now. That's what we're building.
Ooh.
Andre
Oh,
Blake. I went with Andre Blake on goal. Who do you go?
I mean, I heard you guys talking about it the other night, and I was like, "Ooh, Blake, really?" And then I thought about it, and there's just, I mean,
No
it's a
Keylor
weak.
Navas anymore. No Keylor
I
Navas.
know, I know. It's a weak position regionally now, right? You used to have, you used to have a couple of United States keepers, right? I'm talking back in the day. Like you can name two guys who are playing at pretty high levels, and then there was always at least one or two more in region who were pretty good.
I mean, in the 2014 World Cup, as crazy as this sounds, and I don't know how old you guys are here. You know what I'm about to say?
I know
Out
what
of
you're about to say.
the top 5 goalkeepers in that World Cup, 3 of them, in my opinion, were from CONCACAF. Memo Ochoa was spectacular for Mexico
Exactly.
in that World Cup.
Right.
Keylor Navas for Costa Rica and Tim Howard for the United States. 3 of the top 5 in that World Cup, performance-wise, were from CONCACAF. I think Neuer did better, I guess. Neuer for sure.
No,
But
I mean, those guys had spectacular World Cups, right? I mean, Navas was so good. He was so good, dude. Yeah. So okay, so Blake at keeper.
left back. I went with Alphonso Davies, even though you could make a case for putting A-Rob and then putting Davies on the wing, but I'm putting Davies on the left
Yeah,
back.
right. I would agree with you. I would still go if I'm trying to build the best possible team to compete at a high level. Then I want my left back to be, a guy like Davies.
Right back. Who are you picking?
Gosh, you got to give me some time to prepare here.
I can
Let's
give you
go.
mine.
Let's go through options for each position too. I think that's
Okay.
important.
So right back, you have Serginho Dest, assuming he's healthy. That's definitely an option. Mexico, Jorge Sanchez. Who are they playing today? They're playing Huescas today from
Yeah, they're playing the young guy from Copenhagen, right?
the young guy. I wouldn't place him as the best one.
Uh,
Murilu from Panama is really good. That plays for
yeah,
Marseille. Murilu from Panama. And then from Canada, they play Alistair Johnston usually, which is much more defensive minded, right? More like a Joe Scally. I'm going to go with Murilu from Panama.
yeah. I would still put Dest there. We're considering it 100%. So I would put Dest there for the same reason I picked Davies.
Okay.
I actually think you can build I think you can build a high level team that can compete. So I would go pretty modern with how I'd play my fullbacks in this spot.
Okay. Dest and Davies. I'll go with Murilu and Davies. Center backs is an interesting one.
Oh, I put 0 United States guys as options.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Personally.
it looks like the Canadians are thriving right now, right? Bombito has been really good. I have to put Bombito there now.
He looks really good. Yeah, he's
And Pinock.
impressive.
And Pinock, probably.
Yeah, I like the kid that he's 22, but the Orozco who just had the assist there. He's good. I mean, Mexico. I like actually Mexico's center backs on the whole, just their center back situation. I think it's one of the stronger kind of points of their roster, to be honest.
So maybe Bombito and Pinock would be the 2 center backs?
Yeah, Pinoc's a fair shout. I mean, is there anyone from the other who from the other nations is like an absolute standout at any position, right? Because I mean, you're kind of thinking, you're rightfully so, right? You're thinking U.S., Mexico, Canada.
Jamaica.
Do one Panama guy in there, yeah. So Jamaica, think about Jamaica, right? So Bailey is a candidate. Like, who are the candidates from Jamaica for an all-region team?
Bailey for sure when he's in form. Ethan Pinock. Antonio wouldn't make the starting 11, but Antonio is a shout-out, I guess.
He's a candidate, yeah, for sure.
Bobby Reed a shout-out, but he wouldn't make the starting 11.
Yeah, those three, the 3 you named are probably it.
For Panama, it would be Murilu and probably Carrasquilla would get a shout-out in the midfield.
Yeah.
Wouldn't make it, but a shout-out.
Yeah, he's not particularly close to me.
Canada, you have a few players. Bombito for sure. Alphonso Davies for sure.
The frontline guys. I mean,
Jonathan David. Eustáquio shout-out. He wouldn't make the starting 11 right now. So we're playing a 4-2-3-1 here in the starting 11. The double pivot right now. This is an interesting one, double pivot, because you have so many options, and this is where Americans come in.
Yeah, Alvarez is a lock for me. I would be playing him at double.
And
pivot.
McKennie, maybe McKennie.
I think McKennie's fair. I think if you have Alvarez, because McKennie's not going to probably make it up the field, just off the top of my head. and I think he's good enough to be on this team. He should be on this starting lineup. So you got to put him somewhere. So that's probably where I'm putting him. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do with this team? I'm gonna do this. So I am going to actually put A-Rob on the left back position. I am going to put Alfonso Davies on the wing. I'm going to put Christian Pulisic at the 10 position and Leon Bailey on the right wing. And then Jonathan David up top.
Oh, interesting. Huh. Yeah, you know what's funny is like there really are no Raul is like the closest Mexican attacker. Like how crazy is it that and you could get some shouts there, but like nobody other than Raul is like very close in terms of, especially if you build it the way you built it. I'm not considering a Mexican player at any of those spots. Like, yeah, but yeah. I like what you did there. If you didn't do that, let's say you put Pulisic, like who else would be the contenders at the 10? Let's say you kept Pulisic on the left, Bailey on the right, David at striker.
A healthy Gio Reyna has a case at the 10th position.
It's tough right now, though. Yeah.
But it's tough right now to make any case for Gio
like
Reyna.
You could make a case for Vega, but like that would be rough. Like you're not putting Vega in over Pulisic and Davies and Jedi, like I agree with you, right? If you're actually building the best 11, you're probably doing what you just did. Simply because the attacking talent's actually fairly weak. Who are we missing? Like for anybody in the chat too, like who are we missing up top, especially in the other nations? Like there really isn't, right? We're not missing somebody, right? Who's like playing at a super high level that we're just not thinking about.
No, also CONCACAF is extremely mediocre, so that's about it.
Yeah,
it's not like a confederation where, because I did this once. I had a lot of free time once, so I did a best 11 of CONCACAF, Africa, CONMEBOL, Asia, and Europe, and I was actually impressed with the quality of Asia and Africa more specifically, because CONMEBOL in Europe, like we know, right? They have the best players in the world, but I looked at it and I'm like, you know what? CONCACAF is actually the best 11 is worse than Africa's, and it's worse than
Asia.
Asia, yeah, because you look at the names like Africa, you start to look at the time, Onana on goal, Koulibaly on defense, and you had also like Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, Osimhen, and you're like, holy crap, this is actually way better than CONCACAF.
Yeah.
And then Asia, you got Kim in the back line that plays for Bayern. You got Son up top, and you got Endo. There's a lot of quality too in Asia, and I was like, the Asian team also looks better than CONCACAF.
Is it better when you built it all the way out, you think?
Yeah, it was. When I built it out, it was quite noticeable. Not by a lot, but it was a bit better.
Yeah, because I mean, I agree, those guys you named, but like I guess I'd have to think a little bit more about it. I mean, Japan
I can bring up I'll bring it up for you.
A bunch of guys playing at a high level who are really good and just aren't like all name brand guys, But
look at this, Adam. I'll show you here. You're gonna see some names. I go to Transfermarkt and I'm just putting players that are kind of like, this is just like market value, right? So Asia, when you look at it, look, Kubo, really good for Sociedad. Mitoma, brilliant winger, right? Probably close to like the Christian Pulisic and those guys in CONCACAF. Min Jae Kim from Bayern, probably the best center back. CONCACAF. Son would be the best player in CONCACAF. Tomiyasu that plays for Arsenal. Kang Lee from PSG. You get a lot of like South Koreans and Japanese players, and when you put that together, overall it becomes a little bit better than CONCACAF. Taremi, they have Taremi, right? That's another big name. Taremi is really good. Center forward from Iran that plays for Inter Milan.
There's an argument here, though. I mean, I don't think it's like. I think Africa is super clear cut, even without going through it. Like in my brain, I just can think of, 5-6 African players who are like just another level than really.
Yeah, like look at Africa. Africa right away. Osimhen, Hakimi, Salah, Kudos. It's so strong. Africa is so good. Lukman.
Yeah, it's and deep.
Yeah, Africa is quite clear.
Yeah. So building the front line is interesting, though, right? So I saw somebody say Reina over Vega. I agree. I was just almost asking, like, who else could you even think about putting at the 10? You know what I'm saying? Regionally, like, and if your options are like Pulisic, Vega, maybe a couple other guys we're not thinking of,
Bobby
like,
Reed is like a backup of a backup
right.
too.
So then it becomes like, nah, don't put any of those guys in right now. Move Pulisic there, move Davies up, and put Jedi in. So I think you landed on the right combination there. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Raul or David. I'm interested for the chat to chime in on that
Jonathan
as
David
well.
for me. Jonathan David for me right now.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think it's as clear cut as you're making it, though. I think there's an interesting conversation there.
There could be a debate, yeah. I lean more towards Jonathan David right now, but it's not too clear. But Jonathan David is probably the best center forward in CONCACAF now. Ghostcard 21 is saying, would you rather survive 5 nights at Epstein Island at age 11 or 5 nights at P. Diddy's mansion at age 17?
Oh, Jesus.
But you cover it. How about we don't go to either one?
Oh my God.
I think either
What?
one would leave a scar that I wouldn't be able to like mentally recover from. So how about we just don't do either one?
I'd like to just not think about that.
Yeah. Also, what would I be doing there? Like, why would I go there?
You'd be getting, yeah,
Yeah. No, just
bad
like,
things would
yeah.
be. I'll keep it PG.
I'll do
um,
5. I'll do 5 nights at Greg Berhalter's house, learning about his power, like with PowerPoint lessons from Greg Berhalter. I'll take that. I'll go to that.
um,
Yeah.
yeah, Raul is 0.81 goals plus assists per 90 right now in the Prem. So pretty freaking good, man. I think there's I think obviously he's been hurt more recently and doesn't have like kind of the longevity of 2 to 3 seasons like David does. But I've obviously I think we probably all watched a good bit of Raul because we're watching Jedi as well. But like he's been good, man. He's been good. I just want to give a strong shout there. I think there's an argument potentially in this roster to going, some sort of 2-striker formation as well. I think you could think about building a roster that has both of those strikers in, right? And then kind of, building a roster with Pulisic and Davies, back at left back. It's kind of an interesting combination, but yeah.
Wouldn't it be fun if FIFA they somehow organize something like that? Like each confederation, like just one little tournament, each confederation gets a coach for it. He calls up the players, make
Right.
it like to make it back and just like like a legitimate confederations cup.
Yeah. That would be hilarious.
And it would be fun because here's the thing. Yes, CONCACAF would definitely be weaker than UEFA, than CONMEBOL, and then Africa. But the CONCACAF team would have enough quality that if well coached, they can beat any of those teams in a given day because there would be enough quality to punish them.
All right, so let's just create, let's not worry about realism. Let's just create the fantasy version of this, right? So there's six regions, right?
Yes.
And so you create 2 groups of 3.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You play 2 group games.
Eliminate one team from each group and do semifinals and final.
Right. Eliminate one, which would probably just be CONCACAF and the Oceanic. and
yeah, I mean, look, I mean,
just who knows? You might upset somebody, right? So you might get in.
Well, let me put it this way. Let's say our group of CONCACAF is CONCACAF, UEFA, and Asia. We could squeak by in second.
Sure.
It could happen.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. No doubt. I mean, you can win a game for sure. It would be fun, especially because of the disorganized nature of it, right? Like nobody's going to be like organized and like having played together. It's going to be a little bit of a mismatch kind of thrown together thing. But yeah, that would be fun. That would be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing the Brazilians and Argentinians try to work together and Colombians would be hilarious too.
Yes. Chris is saying TAC ? I don't know what's that, but the second half just started, by the way. Second half just started. They're saying, would you give what? No, guys. No Hawk 2.
What is, man? Everybody's bored tonight, huh? Like,
yeah, they're bored at the game, and what needs to happen in this game? It's either Honduras score just to pretty much knock out Mexico, or here comes Mexico. missed the target. Mexico scores second goal, and then it's pretty much tied.
Yeah, you must be ahead of me.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can
Poach two.
reload.
Give him a poach two.
Poach.
Yeah, I think what's happening today is the chat is missing Spicy Jeff, so they're embracing the Spicy Jeff.
Trying to fill the gap.
Yeah, they've dealt with Spicy Jeff for so long that they've become Spicy Jeff. That's literally what happened. Where are you watching the game? Like what channel?
Like Univision streaming.
Okay, so you're at what,
I'm
46, 40?
I'm a little bit behind you. I'm probably 40 seconds behind you, but it's all good.
Oh, okay.
You don't need to spoil it. I'll just react. I'll react delayed.
Yeah, it's also one of those games that we don't care to be synchronized that much.
Correct. Yeah, all good.
Oh, we should put it like this. He's saying, "Oh, they're filling the gap. Spicy Jeff is no. Here's a good one. If you want to go dirty with Spicy Jeff, you guys in the chat are filling the hole that Spicy Jeff left. Okay, if we want to go dirty, that's where we're gonna go. They're saying this chat is very like mild compared to the straight red. I know. They talk about steps.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Straight reds. Yeah, on a different level for sure.
By the way, Adam, for this game right now, it's actually really dangerous for Mexico because if Honduras scores one goal, there are away goals. So Mexico would need to score four total. So
Mexico would need 4, right? Yeah, I was thinking about that.
In other words, if Honduras scores
it's almost
one goal,
just score a goal.
Yeah, they need one goal to qualify, essentially.
It's a wrap. Yeah, unless Mexico can. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility for Mexico to score 4. They could have scored 3 in the first half. I mean, that goal was coming, by the way. I mean, I just watching it, it was like, just felt like Mexico was going to score at any moment. And it feels like they're about to get a second, potentially a third here in the second as well. We'll see. We'll see if Honduras can get back on the front foot a little bit and not just kind of bunker. They were kind of bunkering back the whole half, which is just such a hard way to play for 90 minutes. Like, really tough.
I just looked at my
comment. What do you like about this Mexico team? Talk to me about what do you think are their strengths right now?
Well, under Aguirre, besides the last game, defensively, they've been rock solid for the most part. That's what I saw against Canada when they tied 0-0, against the U.S. in the 2-0 win. And today, to be fair, they've been good defensively. They're playing a very high line. They were exposed a few times, and they had to foul the opponent in transition. But they're not really giving their opponent much opportunities. But they were kind of shit last game against Honduras. Maybe that was an anomaly. Maybe. But they've been very solid defensively. They also defeated New Zealand 3-0, the same New Zealand we tied. Raul Jimenez, he almost scored a freaking bicycle. You're going to go crazy with this one. He missed the target, but holy shit. He just almost scored. If he scores this goal, I would probably bow to what you said. It's like, you know what? Just put Raul over Jonathan. This was going to be a beauty. Look at this.
It's about to happen fast, though, because there's a goal. They go goal kick to Edson. Yeah, I mean, they're really dominating play, though. They're just kind of getting wherever they want. Somewhere to us.
Long's big stick is saying, Greg.
Oh, baby. Oh,
right?
Oh. Yeah,
but Aaron Long's big stick is saying Greg Tua will make the USMNT great again. No, he already made us the complete opposite. Bone 6000 saying, who plays who in the semifinals? I can't find how it's determined. Keep up the good work. So Bone 6000, it's based on the CONCACAF rankings, as far as I know. And we don't know that yet, right? Because it can change depending on the results. So we don't know yet. It's based on the CONCACAF rankings. Yeah, we don't know until they release it too.
Yeah. I haven't even seen. I remember last year there were some people actually like kind of putting out what they thought was going to happen. I haven't even seen that this year. Like people kind of had it previewed last year, like, hey, if the U.S. wins, expect them to be playing.
Also, why didn't CONCACAF just make it a bracket? Like these are the quarterfinals. Just make a freaking bracket.
Right. Yeah. Agreed. This should be kind of your 2-leg quarterfinal to lead into the your one-off semis and finals.
And Ghost Card is saying he heard P. Diddy is going to write down a bunch of names who participated in the freak-offs. Are you guys nervous? Look, listen.
Was Stack at the mansion?
I mean,
wait, is it Pete? Pete's in LA? Pete's in LA? Was Pete at the mansion?
Pete might be nervous. And I'll just say this. I am not nervous because I don't remember participating in that. So if there's anything with my name there, that means I was a victim. So I'm not nervous. And I don't live in LA, so definitely not me. And Adam also doesn't live in LA. So and we're too broke to travel to LA.
Would have been to go to a point, but I feel like I probably would have gotten weirded out pretty quickly.
So you're saying, oh, it's points. No, Bone 6000, it's not based on points and goal differential. There is a CONCACAF ranking, like the FIFA rankings. There's a CONCACAF one. So they're gonna do the number 1 seed versus the 4th seed or the last seed. It could be a 5th or 6th seed. I don't know exactly. I think Panama is a 4th seed. And then they're gonna do the 2nd seed versus the 3rd seed. I think as it stands, I believe Canada is ranked number 1. So it'd probably be Canada and Panama. But if Honduras advances, then it's probably going to be Canada versus Honduras, United States versus Panama, if Honduras advances. Now, if Mexico advances, I don't know exactly how it changes the dynamic.
So I think on the CONCACAF website right now, it's Mexico, Canada, USA, Panama.
Mexico's first?
Mexico's 1 right now, yeah. By like 93 points.
So if Mexico advances,
and then we are really supposed to win.
So if Mexico advances, it could be US and Canada.
Well, depending on the impact of like Canada's performances in Honduras, I don't know. I don't know if it's possible to catch up that 100 points or not for Canada based on these performances. But it looks like Mexico versus Panama.
And then US
right?
versus
Mexico,
Canada.
Panama, and USA, Canada. Unless Canada and Mexico flip. But to be honest, I bring on Canada. I want Canada in the first round, in the semis. Bring them on.
Yeah, just send Jesse Marsh back to Canada right away in the semifinals.
I'll be honest, and I can't believe I'm saying this. Like this game, it's kind of a win-win for me. Where it's like if Mexico loses, obviously it's a win because it's like, but I want them to win. Like I want some good competition. I want that rivalry game in the final. Like I don't know. I don't want to not play Mexico personally. We don't have enough games with Poch to like play a lower quality opponent, in my opinion. It doesn't help us.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Now they're explaining here. Sorry. That's why I love the viewers because they teach us stuff. They know a lot. So they're saying it's based on this model, like a group stage. So essentially, it's based on points that you get in the quarterfinals. So the United States has 6 points. Canada has 6 points with a better goal differential. So Canada is the first seed. So right now, Panama is set to face the U.S. men's national team, and Canada is set to face, well, they're not set to face Mexico because Mexico's being eliminated right now. But essentially what's happening right now, it looks like the U.S. will face Panama, and the winner of Honduras and Mexico will face Canada.
Wait, why? How many points did Panama have?
Panama, they had 4. They tied the second game. They won the first one against Costa Rica and tied the second.
Maybe if Honduras goes through right now, they would have 3 points.
So they would be the last one. So they would face Canada.
As it stands right now, we're playing Honduras, right? Wait, what was our goal differential was +3? What was Canada's goal differential?
No, so Canada got 3-0 win, so they have an extra goal on us because they won 1-0 away and they got a 3.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So Mexico
can be playing Honduras right now.
Mexico cannot surpass Panama because Panama has 4 points. Mexico can only get to 3. Honduras, if they tie, they can tie Panama in points, or if Honduras wins, they'll surpass Panama. But as it stands right now, it looks very likely that it's going to be U.S. versus Panama, and then Canada versus
Canada,
Mexico or Honduras.
yeah. Honduras currently though, right?
Yes,
Like
that's
as
what
it
it looks
stands
like.
right this second, yeah.
So as it
So if
stands,
it's just like just like the old Champions League, right? Or I guess current Champions League, if Mexico only scores one more goal, we'll get extra time, correct? Or are they going right to PKs?
I think we get extra time.
Yeah, I think we get
I
extra
think
time as well.
they did last time when the ref cheated.
Yeah, I agree with A Snark's comment. The Nations League sucks, and it's totally killed the ability for teams globally to play each other.
Yeah, I
I'm also
wish
not a big,
FIFA
I'm not
would
I'm not a big
fix.
fan of Nations League. Just keep the Gold Cup, keep the regional Euros, keep the regional competitions as they are, and allow teams to play outside of the region.
Yeah, I wish that FIFA would get involved and fix the international break. The other thing I said to fix the international break is for us to have less international breaks, but make them like 2 weeks instead of 1 week. So the
Yeah,
players travel less and the coach has more time to work with them there, but you have less breaks throughout the season, so it affects the European teams less.
right.
But FIFA doesn't really cooperate too much. Tom is saying we don't need Greg Tua if we already have BJ Man. Yeah, we don't have BJ Man anymore. He went to Nashville. He's the coach of Nashville, BJ Callahan now. But fellas, 57 minutes, still just 1-0 for Mexico. One more goal and Mexico sends this to extra time, just like last year. Now, 2 goals, they go through. But Mexico's in a dangerous situation right now because if Honduras scores 1 goal, in my opinion, it's over. Honduras needs 1 goal and it's over.
Yeah, three goals in 30 becomes a little much. I agree.
Especially with Mexico,
Especially,
right?
I mean,
Like,
they would just, yeah, they would park the bus totally. It would, yeah, it would be tough.
yeah, and pretty much they just have to like stop Raul Jimenez because no one else from Mexico can do jack crap. They're saying Honduras ain't scoring. I don't know,
Yeah, it's
man. Don't
amazing.
underestimate. Like goals can come out of nowhere. This sport is nuts. Sometimes you're not doing anything, and out of nowhere a goal comes up. It happens. Are you
I mean,
surprised?
Honduras almost scored in the first half. I mean, it was not that far away. Like it needs to be probably a great strike or kind of a flash in the pan, but absolutely it can happen.
It would have helped a little bit if what's his name? If Ochoa was on goal. But they benched him. He started last
Yeah, no,
game.
I saw that. Ochoa playing at this point doesn't make a ton of sense for Mexico. I don't really understand that.
No,
And
he's at
Mexico is they're really in their own like lost generation though. It's crazy. Like
yeah, someone
this
in the
is just
chat asked that because he was like a new soccer fan, so he asked me that about is the US better than Mexico right now? I said, "Yeah." But Mexico used to be a lot better in the past. That's some really good players. By
uh,
past, I mean like 10 years ago.
right. If you go back to 02, 06, 2010, 2014, Mexico had far better talent than us. And they had better talent, way better talent than they have right now. Like way better across the board. I think their
Yeah.
guys who are playing in Liga MX are better. They had more guys playing internationally and guys playing at really, really big clubs, right? So
Yeah, I mean, Giovanni Dos Santos, Rafa Marquez, Hector Herrera and Guardado were amazing in their prime too. Chicharito was really good too. They had a really good team. I mean, Rafa Marquez was a world class player. We'll put it that way.
right. Yeah, I mean, Marquez is probably vying for best all time player in CONCACAF. I mean, it's well, what does that
Yeah,
conversation look like actually? Best all time CONCACAF player.
best all time
He's in the
Concacaf.
mix.
You have to put Rafa
Yeah,
Marquez, Hugo Sanchez, Dwight
yeah,
York would well, Dwight York wouldn't make it to best all time, but he's definitely like in terms of quality what he did for Manchester United. But I'm trying to think. Rafa Marquez for sure. Old school guys, like you say that to Herc, he's gonna talk about like El Mágico Gonzalez from El Salvador. They're saying
Yeah.
Guatemala Blanco. No, not for all time. He was a good player, Blanco, but Hugo Sanchez,
Navas. Yeah, Navas is in the mix for
Navas
all
on the
time
mix.
highest level CONCACAF player.
Rafa Marquez, Tim Howard. No, not all time. Not all time for Tim Howard because I
Yeah,
mean
no,
Navas was a better goalkeeper.
unfortunately.
I'm trying to think a
Yeah,
better.
I'm thinking more field player, not goalkeeper as well. Like just that's where my brain was going. But
Let me
like
see here.
who's the greatest all time attacking player? Like that's a good question, right? Like
Hugo Sanchez.
who's the
Hugo
best
Sanchez.
attacking player? Like Hugo Sanchez. Okay. Does Christian Pulisic have a chance to end his career with that moniker?
Tough one, but I wouldn't say it's impossible, right?
Yeah.
Depending on how it goes, because he's playing for
He
Milan
has a
right now.
chance, right?
He has a chance, depending on what he does with the U.S. men's national team too in the World Cup. That can play a big role right there in 2026. He could be there. We mentioned Dwight York. He was great for Manchester United when they won also the Tremble.
So
Clint,
Hugo Sanchez played 347 games in La Liga, 234 goals in La Liga. It's pretty good.
that's pretty.
I'm not sure if Pulisic's getting there.
No,
That's
but he
pretty
was a
freaking
goal
good.
scorer, right? He was a goal scorer though, and
I agree. Yeah.
right. So that was his thing.
No, he doesn't need to score as many goals for sure. I agree with you. Pulisic, I think, already might have more career assists. So yeah, certainly different skill sets, and he's going to do it differently. But it's still that's pretty impressive, man. 234
No, it
goals
is.
in 347 matches.
Well,
It's
look at
pretty
this
damn
here. He
good.
had 38 goals in the season in La Liga. I'm trying to see.
Yeah,
So
it's
he won La Liga
unbelievable.
5 times. He won La Liga 5 times with Real Madrid. Yeah, he had a pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking at this now, I find it unlikely that Pulisic will
Yeah,
surpass.
I agree. Yeah, well, once I actually opened the numbers, I was like, yeah, it's pretty crazy.
And the consistency, right? So he scored over 20 goals
Right.
in La Liga for pretty much like 5 consecutive seasons. That's
No,
that's
I mean
quite remarkable.
he was a world class striker. I mean that's point blank what he was. I mean for a
Yeah.
6-year run it looks like something like that. Yeah. I mean he's putting up the same kind of numbers that guys we consider world class strikers right now are year in and year out, right?
Yeah. And
I think
Mexico
he's pretty
almost scored.
Mexico almost scores right here.
No, they did like 2 minutes ago. They almost scored. You might have missed it when we
Yeah,
were
I saw it.
talking here, but they're
No,
still
I
just
saw
kind of like
it.
trying to break this low block. They do try a lot of long. Okay, deflected save. Dude, if it's 1-0 at the 90th minute, how many added time minutes is the ref going to give?
Yeah. 9.
9 until Mexico scores. So Mexico's going to make 3 substitutions now. I see Huerta, I see Jorge Sanchez, and I see Henry Martin coming on. So they're going to give them 69. No, they're not going to. It's not 69 minutes, not 10 minutes. He's going to give as many minutes as Mexico needs to score. That's what they're going to give today. They're saying Hugo Sanchez.
That save on Alvarez.
They're saying Hugo Sanchez was a ghost for his country. Was he though? Let me see the numbers here. Let me see. Hugo Sanchez. Because I mean, it's hard to believe that he was, considering how good this guy was for Real Madrid. So national team, he has a Gold Cup. Okay, so look at his numbers for national team. He played 8 games in the World Cup and he scored only 1 goal. He played 15 friendlies for Mexico. He only had 4 goals. He had 34 caps for Mexico and only scored 8 goals. So yeah, it looks like he kind of maybe he wasn't
He only
that
played
good.
34 games for the national team. That can't be true. He only played
That's what it says.
34 games. Doesn't make any sense.
Among friendlies, World Cup, Copa America, and World Cup qualifying. Yeah, it does say here 58 games and 29 goals, but transfer market. Let me
I see
see.
58. I see 58 caps, 29 goals. Yeah, that's what it returned for me. Which,
Okay.
isn't super elite, but it's not bad. I mean, they must have just been playing less games in the 80s, right? I mean, that had to be the case.
Yeah, because Pulisic has 100 caps, right, for the U.S.
Yeah, and remember Mexico was also banned from the 90 World Cup, right?
Yeah, for cheating.
For cheating. Yeah. So he kind of missed a World Cup right in the middle of his prime too.
So Christian Pulisic for the U.S. he actually has 76 caps already. So he already has more games for the U.S. than um than Hugo Sanchez had for Mexico. He retired at age 30 from El Tri. Yeah, look, you guys called me old, but I wasn't alive back then. I wasn't born, so I didn't watch Hugo Sanchez play for Mexico. I didn't watch it. I'm not that
I
old.
was alive. Yeah, I was 7. It wasn't on my basic cable package.
No, I don't think you were aware of Hugo Sanchez back then. You weren't really worried about that.
Yeah, I wasn't checking out Mexico games in between my like Transformers and GI Joes.
Antonio saying, what goes harder, the Pepe hate or the Navas disrespect? Antonio, if you think we hate Pepe, you're going to love the episode that me and Adam recorded today. That should be out tomorrow or Thursday. You're going to love it. We talk about Pepe quite a bit. Honduras almost scored, by the way.
Who's hating on Pepe, man? I'm watching the move
They
right
say
now.
that they say that
one. Watch the ball, bro. Come on.
They were
If he
saying
just
that
passes,
apparently saying Balogun is better than Pepe is hating on Pepe.
Far post, bro. Yeah, I don't understand how we're hating on Navas either. I think Navas is like by far and away the best goalkeeper in CONCACAF history, and he's in the conversation for best player in CONCACAF history for sure. I was just thinking more field players when I was asking the question. I wasn't thinking keeper.
Yeah, also goalkeepers are meant to prevent goals, so they're also meant to be hated. We hate them. They prevent goals. Unless they play for you. Then you love them.
I grew up as a keeper, so fuck you.
Yeah. No, but let's be real. But let's be real.
There's
no
a
one
little
wakes
bit,
up. But Adam,
there's a little bit of kicker treatment, right? Like you treat him a little bit like a kicker in football.
Yeah, just think about it this way. It's a crucial position. It's one of the most important positions. But no one wakes up on Saturday morning to watch Courtois play for Real Madrid.
I guess I'm a sicko, but yeah.
Oh,
I would agree. Most humans don't care a lot about really good goalkeeping, but
we hit minute 69, ladies and gentlemen. We've done it again. Nice. Very nice. We did it. We did it.
Yeah. Yeah. And Antonio, I agree. Navas dragged his team to the quarterfinals. We said that before.
Yeah, we didn't disrespect him. He didn't just do that. He won the Champions League playing.
Correct. He won multiple Champions Leagues, and he was amazing in the Champions Leagues. He wasn't just like a guy. He was like integral in Champions League runs. And he was like a single-handed force in Costa Rica making the quarterfinals, which is so crazy. When you think that like Mexico can't do it, United States has only done it once, and that Costa Rica team did it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who did they beat in the round of 16? Anybody?
Greece. I remember that game to this day. I was at Copacabana Beach. I went to Brazil for the World Cup, and I was there watching with the Greeks, and the Greeks were in shock. They beat Greece on penalty shootouts.
It's still a good matchup, though. Greece was good then, but like, it's still a nice matchup. You can get a lot worse matchups than Greece at that point.
Yeah, but the group that they got out was impressive because they were in a group with England, Italy, and Uruguay. That's what was impressive. Right. It wasn't really beating and obviously beating Greece. I would say it was like 50-50. Greece is not easy, right?
We were in Costa Rica with the team I was coaching, our college team. We did an international trip, 10 days in Costa Rica during the World Cup. I did it purposefully because I thought it would be just sick to be there while they were in the World Cup. but it was the group stage games. We were there for game 1 and game 2 of the group, and got to watch in like one of the big squares in the city we were at, like with everyone. It was like unbelievable. Like our guys loved it. It was just like a massive party, just girls everywhere, and like just so fun and so different.
Henry Martin
Score?
scored. Oh crap!
Oh, now it's going to be a really interesting kind of hang on, and
Now it's
Mexico
tied.
will get another one.
Now it's tied.
Yeah, Mexico, between this and extra time, if we get it, Mexico will get one. Does he score off this corner kick?
Yep.
Yeah, too many chances.
I'm
Just giving up chance after chance.
How do you leave Henry Martin wide open, like 1 yard from the goal?
They're just like rolling the ball to the penalty spot with their passing every time. It's like unreal.
Like your goal
like
is totally
Honduras is totally.
My goodness. So Mexico, now we're in big trouble. We're big trouble. Moises saying, Tack, when was your...
How is he just totally... How is he totally alone, though? That's crazy. Oh, that's really bad.
Saying, Tack, when was your first time you had... Yeah, the super chats are wild. Moise, we're going to skip your super chat, too.
First time you had this.
I read it. I read the super chats because I'm like, thank you guys for supporting the channel. But these guys are going freaking crazy today. And Spicy Jeff is not even here. Imagine if he was here. It would have been bad today. Spicy Jeff would have been at his best today. Okay, 2-0. Now Mexico needs 1 goal to go through. And Honduras also needs a goal here. It's 2-2 on aggregate.
Edson got the flick on there, right? On the Martin goal. Look, Edson's involved in like everything.
I think it was Raul. It was Raul. It was Raul.
Was it Raul? I couldn't tell if it was a 4 or 9. I'm watching.
No, it was Raul. Raul has a goal and assist. Raul has a goal and assist.
Yeah, like that is the one thing about Mexico is you still have, you have 2 really good guys. I mean, you have 2 guys through the middle of the park that are, on that all CONCACAF team that we named, right? So how many Mexican players do we end up with on that all CONCACAF team? Just 2, right?
Just Edson.
Oh no, just one for you. You didn't put Raul in.
No, just 1, yeah. Green Great Badson saying CONCACAF is going to allow an exaggerated amount of added time for Mexico CONCACAF as they need them to buy $15 beers and sell out the SoFi stand. I mean, look, from a financial standpoint, we're not going to lie, Mexico carries CONCACAF. We can't deny that. Like, they pack the stadiums. They are the big-time consumers. So, of course, CONCACAF right now is begging Mexico to go through. Now, will they cheat? I hope not. Is there any evidence they won't cheat? Who knows? I don't like. Let's just say allegedly they usually cheat. Allegedly. The ref is Canadian. Well, isn't the CONCACAF president Canadian too? He is, right? I think the CONCACAF president is Canadian, so they put a Canadian ref, so we know what's going to happen here. By the way, did we hit 250 likes? If we have, I can do some commentary in Portuguese, as I promised. Let me see where we are at. And if we're not, make sure to drop a like. It's a great way to support the channel. And you guys here right now, hold on. Okay. Let me ask actually everyone here a question. How many of you follow Adam on X, on Twitter? If you guys don't, make sure to follow. It's right there under his head. He does great content for the U.S. men's national team. I highly recommend everyone. We are at 315. So, Adam, I can do some Portuguese commentary from Portugal. No, from Brazil, not Portugal.
All right, nice.
I don't like the Portuguese from Portugal very much, but let's do this. Edson Álvares recebe a bola no meio de campo. Edson Álvares procura o meio defensivo, não acha ninguém, abre a jogada para César Montes. César Montes recebe a bola, vai procurar, vai tentar a virada de jogo, bola longa, e a bola vai sair pelo lateral, vai ser lateral para o time de Honduras. México 2, Honduras 0. Vamos para a prorrogação com 76 minutos de jogo, mais 15 para jogar. Okay, that's it. That's enough. People say it sounds
I
Russian.
love it.
They say it sounds Russian.
Yeah, it definitely has the accent is very interesting to me. A lot of like shh sounds, like shh.
Yeah, it's and they say Matthew Dominguez is saying friendly reminder that Costa Rica almost made that semifinals. They lost on penalty kicks against Holland or the Netherlands, right? In that case, when they subbed in Tim Krul, the 10-foot tall goal. Yeah, that was the game that Louis Van Gaal was like, you know what? We're going to penalty kicks. I have my goalkeeper for penalty shootouts. And then Costa Rica got knocked out. But again, if you go back also to the 2002 World Cup, the U.S. almost made it to the semifinals. Greg Berhalter was going to score for the U.S., and then the German player put his hand on the ball. That should have been a red and a penalty kick. And it's not guaranteed, but the U.S. probably would have gone to the semifinals to play against South Korea. So we could have made it to the final against Brazil in 2002.
Yeah, we were. That's an all-time what if. I mean, it was right there. And we really, we did not get absolutely dominated against that German team like the way you think we would. Like they had the better of the game, but it wasn't absurd. It was nothing like the Belgium game in 2014, TAC, where it was like all one-sided in terms of chances.
No.
Except
If we
for
go back,
except for the
if we
Wando.
go back to that game, USA versus Germany, we had a lot of chances.
We had a lot of chances. Yeah, Donovan was so good at that point. He was so fun. But yeah, he had an awesome chance coming off the left side, and yeah, I remember 2 or 3 awesome shots.
But Germany had Michael Ballack.
They did.
And they scored. And he was suspended for the final, actually. He didn't play against Brazil in the final. And yeah, everyone, if you guys all could kindly hit the like button, let's try to hit 500 likes here in the stream. It's free and it's a great way to support the channel. Thank you very much, everyone. And then I'm going to put it here once again, guys. Make sure to follow Adam on X, Stan USMNT, if you haven't followed already. He behaves more on X than myself, but he's very hard on his opinions, so that draws traction. And he's a good friend of Colin Reese. Colin Reese loves going after Adam.
Yeah, Colin and I are boys.
By the way, Colin dropped a comment.
If you want to hop in some.
He dropped a comment on my video complaining.
Oh, I was hoping he was in here right now. I was going to get really excited. Yeah, Colin and I had a debate the other day about whether or not Bobby Wood is good anymore. I said he's scored 3 goals per season for 7 years in MLS. He's not good. And Colin said, the amount of goals you score per season doesn't matter as a striker. And I said, all right, Colin.
That's his argument for striker? That's like
that's what he said. He said you have to watch to understand whether or not they can score. And I said he's scoring 3 goals a season in MLS. Like once upon a time, he was a promising player a decade ago. And yeah, he scores 3 goals a year for about 8-9 years. And he was like, well, goals don't really matter, right? I was like, all right.
Yeah, the thing
he showed me like a goal he scored like 2 months ago.
The thing is that's like literally the number one metric for a striker. Of course, it's not the ultimate metric, right? There's much more that goes to it. Like
sure,
Firmino,
there
right?
could be a really good striker. Yeah, there could be a striker who's stuck in a spot where not getting chances, right? But like, it's not going to happen for 9 straight years, like.
No, and I'm pretty sure Firmino, when he was like not scoring that much for Liverpool, he was still dropping like 10, 15 goals, right? He just wasn't scoring as much as Salah and Mane.
Yeah. He was like a role-playing 9, as weird as that sounds, right? But it was almost like by design, he was dropping into the midfield more and like he's like the ultimate false 9 and really good at it, right? Firmino was so good at that and facilitating for others. So yeah, if you wanted to make that argument for a guy, I'd listen, but I don't think you're making that argument for Bobby Woods. So
And Berza is saying words can't explain how bad I want the United States to do a pregame flyover for the World Cup. Look, if we really want to piss off Europeans, we do a pregame flyover, we do a gun show, and we do a halftime show. And they'll hate it. They'll be pissed. They'll hate the World Cup all of a sudden, the Europeans.
just make it so American. Just like
And
make everything
only
really
sell
American.
McDonald's in the stadium. Only McDonald's. That's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, the European. But honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. With the people from Europe, when they come here, they're gonna have a blast, man. People love to complain about the United States, but every time someone travels here, they have a blast. Yo, Jorge Sanchez just missed a wide open net. Adam, you're gonna see this wide open net.
All right, I'm at the throw-in. I can't wait for this.
Oh Lord. Good cross from Jesus Gallardo and Jorge Sanchez. Raul Jimenez would have scored that. Raul would have scored that. You can't miss those.
Is Raul out?
No, the ball just didn't go to him.
Oh yeah, that's a good play. Oh come on! Oh God! Did he think Raul was going to get it? Why did he? It looked like he like didn't even look like he missed it. It looked like he like stopped going for it. Let me see.
I don't know why he didn't really throw his foot into that.
That was really bad. He just botched that.
So a Mexican fan threw an object at a member of the Honduran coaching staff and hit him in the head. So they're saying revenge for Aguirre. Well, how about we don't do revenge for Aguirre? And a Mexican account posted it laughing. We're doing eye for an eye now? Are we not civilized anymore?
I like Joey's comment. Colin Reese scores that. It's really good. I'll tell you who doesn't score it. Bobby Wood does not score that.
Colin Reese can juggle the ball 100 times, according to Colin Reese.
Oh no, there's video proof. Come on, he has a video up of him juggling 132 times. That was at one point. Anytime I got into an argument with Colin, he would be like, "Well, you can't juggle the ball 132 times, so your opinion's not valid."
Yeah, I remember he said he kept arguing with people that he had a video that he was juggling 100 or something times, and if you couldn't juggle it, you can't argue with him about soccer. That was his whole take.
The all-time video is him at his kitchen table talking about how you and Pete are like YouTube Al Qaeda or USMC Al
Twitter
Qaeda or
ISIS.
something.
They were Twitter ISIS.
Twitter ISIS, that's what it was. Sorry, not Al Qaeda. Like Twitter ISIS. It's like a very serious 10-minute video just going at you guys for being Twitter ISIS.
No, but the funny thing is he calls us Twitter ISIS, and then his whole take was that he agrees with our soccer takes. Oh, Mexico 3-0. Jorge Sanchez.
Yeah, it was coming. I can't wait to see it. It is coming.
Oh, it's Jover.
They've created a chance every single time downfield. Oh, yeah. Alvarez just dribbles right by him. Who's scoring right now? Over to Gallardo. Who's that? Is that Vega? Oh, God. That was such bad defending. How do you let him get on that side of you? Oh, so bad. Who scored that? I didn't see.
Jorge Sanchez.
Redemption.
Yeah. After wasting a chance, that was a nice finish. Good settle and good finish.
I mean, that was. Yeah. I mean, I have to watch again. That looked like Shambhala defending, though. Tack. How do you let him get on your back shoulder like that on a cross?
It's been poor defending after poor defending.
Yeah, so bad.
So it's gonna be Canada versus Honduras versus Mexico, actually.
Oh my God, it's just such bad awareness. Oh, come on. Oh my God. Yeah, this is I still and for anybody who's been here, I said it about a half hour ago. This is still the result you want as a USMNT fan, like in my opinion. You want good competition in the Nations League. You don't want, Honduras is not a good team. You don't want them in there. It does not help us. Like we need competitive games ASAP, right? And we have all in region games for basically the next 9 months, other than maybe a friendly window at the beginning of the summer or something. But yeah, so I mean, we need the best in region teams we can play.
Yeah, and we're gonna probably play. It looks like we're gonna play Panama, and Canada will play Mexico. So honestly, we have to
Yeah,
advance. We have to beat Panama, and we're gonna face
right.
the better of the two. I think Canada will knock out Mexico. I think Canada will knock them out.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, they've been better for months.
Yeah, and don't think Mexico dominating Honduras at home is like Also, it's not over, right? If Honduras scores one goal here out of nowhere, they go through. I find it unlikely, right? I find it unlikely, but they need one goal still. One goal and Mexico's out because of away goals.
And they
So
got to go too. I mean, they're still not really. You got to go for it here. You can't. Yeah. Okay. Here they go. They got to press. They're just getting like sliced open. Holy crap. Okay.
okay, Honduras. Now Honduras has decided to attack. Now they decided to attack. Oh, yeah, and a poor shot. That'll be a goal kick. Why didn't they try to play? Like they literally won the first game 2-0. Why don't they didn't at least try to play? And their defending was so poor. Two of Mexico's goals, the second one and the third one was abysmal defending.
Yeah. Atrocious. Yeah, I mean, the two goals they actually let up were leaving a guy unmarked in the middle of the box on a on a corner, which is wild. And then the second one was basically just letting a guy take the inside line on you when a ball's being crossed. Like total lack of
Well,
awareness to like just get
well,
on the end.
especially when your only job is to defend. You're not doing anything
Right.
else.
It's literally all you
They're asking, would Jesus Ferreira have scored that? Um,
there's zero island nations playing right now. So the answer is no.
no, yeah. Honduras is not an island, neither is Mexico, so no. Maybe would have scored that against England. Maybe against England.
Ireland, Australia.
But Adam, let's be real. There's a minute left here and then added time. He's not going to give much added time now that Mexico has the lead. But imagine
Yeah.
Honduras pulls the goal here.
Oh, I'd be so sick. I got 4 minutes. Chat, what do you got? What do you got on the injury time? I think it would have been 7 if Mexico was tied, if it was tied, or Mexico was down. I think it's
Yeah.
going to be 4. 4
I'll
is actually
say
probably fair. There haven't been stoppages in this half.
I'll say 3 added. He'll add 3. Since
Yeah,
4 is fair, they're going to go lower.
Yeah, that's true.
Mexico trying to start a fight. Why is the Honduras player falling for that? That's literally what Mexico wants, to start a fight. I'm saying 3 minutes because I agree with you. 4 would be probably fair. So they're going to go a little bit lower.
Yeah.
And if Mexico needed a goal, they'd probably give like 8.
Yeah.
Imagine the refs like, yeah, 1 more minute, just 1 minute. Now there's a big brawl going on. They're just
Yeah, don't get suckered into that.
okay. Javier
Mexico
Aguirre.
winning this the most predictable thing of all time.
Yeah, I was hoping to have a successful hate watch session, but it's Honduras. You can't trust them to knock out Mexico and CONCACAF. And let's be real, Mexico didn't really need the help of the ref. The ref didn't really help Mexico today. They didn't need it.
Is there anybody on a card for Mexico where this, if they got a yellow right now, it would suspend them? Do you have any idea? I haven't followed it closely enough.
I have no idea. I mean, I can look at the last game.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. Like, I'm
So
wondering if this has any implications to card someone.
so the last game, Mexico had Cesar Montes got a yellow card last game and this game. So I wonder if he's suspended.
Oh,
That's about it. But Cesar Montes got a yellow on both games. How many minutes did the ref add?
I haven't seen it yet. I don't have my volume on.
Yeah, they haven't shown it. I mean, we're already at like 92. Almost 92.
I mean, that delay right there took 2.5 minutes. I think it was 88 something when that fight started.
GhostCar21 is saying, would you let Daddy Greg Berhalter coach your team for 5 games or let Casey Keller control your social media for the upcoming USMNT games and stream the night? Okay, I'll definitely let Greg Berhalter coach my team. If Casey Keller takes control of my social media or stream the games, I'm done. Like there's everything's dead. The dude is always grumpy. His underwear is way too tight. You can see it in his eyes. You can see it. No, I'm not letting Casey Keller touch any of my social media.
Keller just kills the tactical manager brand.
Did you
Like
see
two streams?
But did you see him on ESPN that he was like upset with our win? He was like so disappointed. The way he was talking, it sounded like we lost.
Yeah, he's become kind of a grumper, huh?
He added
6? Wow.
6 minutes. Yeah, but remember, it's 6
But
already.
he just added 2 for that. Yeah, he might have added 3 for that, to be honest.
Yeah. So truly,
I think without that, I think without that, I think you're right.
He gave 4 minutes.
I think we get 3 minutes without that.
3 to 4. Yeah,
3 or 4. I mean, this still hasn't restarted yet, right, Tack? We're going on almost 4 minutes of no play after that. You guys probably had started 30 seconds ago. Yeah, that was almost 4 minutes of no play just because that guy responded to the keeper. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, probably. I think they probably would have given 3 minutes. That's my hunch.
So everyone in the chat, can anyone in the chat confirm to me the matchups are United States versus Panama, Canada versus Mexico? Can someone in the chat confirm it's Canada versus Mexico, US and Panama, right? They're saying Honduras sold out. I don't know if they sold out, dude. They're just not good. Yes, they're saying yes. That's the matchup then. So US and Panama in March, Mexico and Canada also in March. And free kick here for Mexico. Is it safe to say it's over? Yeah. Fumar Mota, how you doing, Fumar? Welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while. They're giving Mexico a penalty. That was a penalty. If that's a foul that he called, there was a penalty. Yeah, that's a penalty.
Yeah, it was in the box.
So that'll be 4-0 for Mexico if they convert it, and then it's completely over.
Yeah, I mean that's 100% in the box on the replay.
Yep.
The contact happens right there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So this was not a successful hate watch. Not a successful hate watch. Okay, penalty kick here for Mexico. Who will take it? It looks like Henry Martin will take it. Maybe I should stop doing hate watch. Many of my hate watches were successful. I have actually a pretty good track record of hate watches.
Martin's taking this right now. It looks like Romo has the ball. Is he just dummying?
It's Henry Martin taking it. Henry Martin.
Martin comes up to okay. Yeah, I see. He's just they're doing the dummy thing where Romo took the ball to kind of take the heat.
4-0. Mexico advances. So now United States versus Panama, Canada versus Mexico in March of 2025. Adam, time to go to bed.
Time to go to bed, man. It's been real.
Yeah. So everyone, once again, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you haven't already. Mexico advances. They lost the first game 2-0. They win 4-0. It's unfortunate. We kind of wanted them to lose. Make sure to follow us and Adam on Instagram, Twitter. My Instagram and Twitter are down below, and Adam's is right below his head. Stan USMNT. Adam, any final thoughts before you go? Don't spoil our episode, though. Don't spoil the episode. No takes about that.
No spoil. It's it's like I'll see you in 4 months, man. I guess we got the January camp, whatever that ends up being, but long international break, and we'll be back with our camp recap in 4 months, I guess.
Yeah, we will, but we'll be in touch, and maybe if you get any ideas, we can do an episode here and there too.
Yeah,
but guys, that's all.
Episode.
Welcome back, Fumar Mota. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for watching. Have a great night. Enjoy. Me and Adam have an episode coming out on Thursday about the specific camp. All right, ciao. Wrong one.